Welcome to a brand new episode of the Post Game. I am your host, Davion, and I'm joined by Matt
What up?
and Oronde.
What's poppin'?
And today we are finishing up the Let's Talk series, but not the series. We're just finishing up the division, the AFC West. Yes,
Yes.
Yep.
the AFC West. Today we're going to be finishing up with the Kansas City Chiefs, the Super Bowl winning Kansas City Chiefs. Last season when we did this, we had a couple of different opinions about where the Chiefs would finish. But this season, the three of us are going to come up and sit here and say how we think they will do. So the question is, how will the Kansas City Chiefs do this season?
It's
Repeat.
tough. Yeah. I think they could easily repeat and go back to the Super Bowl. Um, they've been the best team in the league for how many years? Three, four?
On four, I think.
Um, and they haven't looked like they've slowed down or anything.
No matter
Um,
who, no matter what they lose, because
it if they have Mr. 15,
it's over.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. And it's crazy to think that like when you look at these teams and we look at they lost Tyreek Hill, who was arguably a top five
Five.
receiver,
Yeah.
top three, you can argue if you want.
Right.
They lose him to Miami, and people are like, oh, they're gonna stink. They're not gonna be good. And they went and won a Super Bowl. Like, that's unheard of. Like you could like name a time when you lose your number one receiver and win a Super Bowl. Don't say anything around there. I don't wanna hear it
I ain't got nothing to say.
about your Patriots. But like I just think it's incredible what they have done, what they are continuing to do, and what we're watching unfold. I mean, they are an amazing team, and I have nothing but praise to give that team. As long as Andy Reid, Travis Kelce, and number 15 is there, it's fine. You don't even need a
Yeah.
defense to walk out there. They can have the worst defense in the league and still win football games. That's what's crazy.
Right. And like looking at this team, like their off season, like they didn't really do anything. I mean, they didn't really need to, but their biggest one is like Eric Bieniemy's gone, obviously, but Matt Nagy's just gonna replace him instead of being the QB coach, he'll be the OC.
Oh,
No, I don't think he's a bad OC. He's not a good head coach. Thank God Andy Reid's there. Um, I think yeah. I mean, I think this team will be just as good. Um, maybe even better. I mean, we can look at their schedule right here. Oh wow, it's a lot of crazy games
well,
actually.
they'll play. I'm sure they'll play the Bengals and they'll play the Bills, right?
Yeah, so like their biggest games this year. So Miami, Buffalo, Bengals. Let's just throw in the Chargers. And honestly, the Jaguars, I think, is another big one too.
I say the
Um,
Jaguars repeat and beat them again. It'd be
Easy.
fun.
beat them again.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of the Bills. Sorry,
Yeah. I
I
I
did say
think
that already though.
um man, they got a lot of really cool games. I mean, Detroit week one, Jacksonville, Chicago,
I
Jets.
okay. Since we're talking about the Chiefs, I'm concerned for how good Rashid Rice is being in training camp right now
Yeah.
because as a Patriots fan, I'm not a fan of my secondary getting torched, given how good they are. And it's not fair when all of your receivers are capable people. Now, obviously, they lost Juju, even though Chiefs fans didn't really like Juju. He was still a contributing member, having almost 1,000 yards in a season. If he would have played that last game, he probably would have got 1K. But that's besides the point. He's a capable receiver. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, Jarrett McKinnon was out here with 500 yards as well. So I'm I'm sick of them being good, but they're still going to be good. So I don't know what to do about it, other than complain.
Do what the rest of us is doing it. Just dealing with it.
Yeah, do y'all want to hear their receiving core right now? I mean,
Just gotta make some.
Kadarius Tony, Valdez
Goat.
Scantling, and Sky Moore are their top three, and then Rashid Rice. So like,
Kadarius is awesome. He did get his knee
right,
cleaned up
If he
after
stays
taking it.
healthy,
man. Literally, the only thing that's gonna kill this team is injuries.
yeah,
That's it.
Which
Like,
almost did a few years ago, and
yeah.
it
did
almost
a
did.
few years before
It
that
almost
too.
it almost did in the playoffs when against Jacksonville when Mahomes went down. That was pretty scary, but obviously if you all saw the documentary, he's crazy. He's a
He's
freak.
a madman.
So yeah.
They have the most nobody outside of Blaine Gabbert. No disrespect to Blaine Gabbert, the world's greatest backup.
Yeah.
They have absolutely nobodies in third and their fourth string QB on a depth chart as well.
Yeah, they don't need to. So
Man, they
um
don't have Chad Henne anymore. That's kind of sad.
yeah, I
Chrissy,
mean
he
Chad
retired.
Henne.
I think he moved. He moved somewhere.
And like
Where's
what I
Chad? Where's my
love
guy,
about
Chad?
these Kansas City teams is like they always, I mean this is just for any team, but like you will see their like most of their like young guys who do the best are on their defense, I think.
Oh,
It's like
that's right.
Car-
Chad retired after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
um oh that's right, yeah. So like George Karlaftis, he's gonna get a starting role that he'll be great for them. Trent McDuffie is gonna be a baller. Um Man, yeah, I mean, they basically have the same defense as last year. No changes really. Chris Jones, yeah.
I at this point, I think we just go ahead and say it. They are Super Bowl favorites as per usual. They have an easy enough schedule.
They're favorites to
Um,
win the division. They're favorites to win the whole AFC.
they're
They're favorites.
300. They're 300 clear of the Eagles to win a Super Bowl. 300.
Here's what's great about their schedule this year compared to last year. Those big AFC games that were at the beginning of the year are now at the
Or in
back
the
half of the
back
year
half.
for them.
Yeah.
So that this
And
is where it's going to get more interesting for them.
and simply they have a what is my brain trying to reach for here? Their bye week.
Is
I
week
think
10.
they have a later bye week for once.
Mm-hmm.
Which they usually get screwed by their bye week. I will not lie to that.
You know, guess who they play coming out of the bye week?
Is it Miami? I
Philly.
mean not Miami. Oh, Philly. Yeah, that's right.
Hmm.
It's gonna be a crazy game.
I mean, it's crazy. It's great whenever a lot of different. I mean, it's great when every team is like not every team, but the good teams are competitive because then we get a lot of really good NFL games. I mean, we're gonna have there's gonna be a lot of games with really good seasons, and I'm excited for it, man. It's crazy to think that like we're less than a week away from the Hall of Fame game.
Also, I just thought about something.
Wow, we
No,
are.
preseason games usually don't mean a lot,
Yeah.
but do preseason games against the Chiefs do anything for you because their B team is so crap?
No,
They have no depth.
No.
no, they are definitely like starters are what makes us good. We throw all the eggs in
Yeah.
the basket.
They're I mean, obviously you're supposed to it's like a starter team. I mean, you want all stars on every facet
Yeah.
of your offense and defense, but
That ain't how that works.
if you have no depth, I mean, no depth, how are you supposed to, get tape or anything in preseason? I mean, your
Yeah.
practice squad can only do so much for you.
I mean, I think preseason is just there for the new and younger guys to hopefully make a roster spot.
Yeah.
So, and like
And they
for
shortened the 53 man
preseason,
cutoff for this season.
yeah, they did. That sounds right.
That's gonna be brutal.
I mean,
That's
like,
gonna be so brutal.
what? Who really needs to prove themselves besides the
No.
rookies for this Chiefs team? Nobody. Like, they could just sit their entire like starting team
The
for the whole preseason and be
the
fine. So,
deadline for final roster cuts is on my birthday this year, August 29th. From 90 to 53, man.
I was just thinking about that too. That's brutal. That is brutal. Brutal. I mean, I know how that feels though, because like, so I coach a team. Well, when I coached in the, like last spring, like we had 16 spots, and there were 50 people who tried out. It's like the first 20 are like easy to cut. That's easy, but then you get to like that last 25, and you're like, oh,
You get those numbers down, and you're like, ooh, they'd start the lines are starting to blur here.
exactly. It's like I don't even know who this kid is. Why am I putting him on the team? But you never know. And I too think like y'all said, injuries are the driving and leading factor of if this team is good or not. And I'm expecting some good. I'm expecting good out of this team. I hope so anyway. I really do hope so. Um, where do we think Patrick Mahomes will rank quarterback wise?
Top 5
I mean, he won the
continuously.
MVP, right?
Yeah, you did.
He's number one, I think. I don't think he's gonna get. No one's probably gonna replace him for a while unless I don't even know who could take his spot. Like maybe
If Hurts has another breakout year, an even better year.
either him or Burrow is like one of those. I'm not sold on Josh Allen right now. He's kind of
Josh Allen's about to
frustrating
get
me.
Tommy John if he keeps overworking
Yeah,
himself.
he's scaring me.
Which one would you rather pick? Josh Allen or Justin Herbert?
I'll take
No,
Herbert.
Josh, I'm taking Allen.
Okay.
I'm taking Herbert
Hmm. Which one do you
because
think I pick?
Well,
I'm
Allen's a winner, so
Allen might be a
sort of.
winner, but he's also a terrible loser.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, him and Stefan. I tell y'all, listen, once they start losing, it's over. That team is going to implode
Also, since we're
fast.
talking about the Chiefs, I do have the opportunity to bring up my favorite contract in the league, Mahomes' magical $500 million contract.
It's going to get
He just
extension.
gets paid, where he literally just gets paid if he makes the roster, which is a guarantee for most of this most of the years that he has this contract. That's all I got to say about it.
You're going to
Everything else,
extension
they
too.
they have cap money. They signed all who they needed to, and I mean, yeah, that's it. I mean, they even saved 9 million by converting some of his roster bonus into a signing bonus.
Hmm.
I mean,
So
yeah,
they could save money and still pay him in, and he'll be happy.
They're doing it right
that's
now.
ridiculous.
They are doing it right. But any final thoughts on the AFC West or the Chiefs in general?
AFC West, my third favorite conference in the league for this coming season, just because of the disparity between the top 3 teams. No offense to the Raiders, yeah, whatever. I mean, they're just gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah.
As much as it is, they're gonna be fun to watch.
Um, yeah, I think AFC West will be. I think I think it'll be improved, mainly just Denver. But yeah, I mean, Chiefs will win this division again. Those division games are gonna be a lot of fun this year.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm excited, man.
I am as well. I am as well. And we are less than a month. Well, yeah, we're less than a month away, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
will
what training camp just started this
Yeah.
week, so
I will get out. I'll start doing fantasy stuff soon as well while I'm thinking about it.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, that'd be fun.
It's
We should
almost
try to do
time.
that.
Oh, and yeah, I think I'm thinking I can say this here. I'm thinking we'll do episodes every Tuesday at like 8 EST PM. So that'll probably be like our normal every week, 8 PM. But yeah, thank y'all for listening. Matt, Oronde, thank y'all for joining and being your host, Davion. This has been the post game. Peace.